Good morning. Students, we are going to see how to determine the rigidity modulus of the wire. See, all of you know what is rigidity modulus. Whenever you give a shear stress, okay, shear stress means one end is fixed, this end is fixed, and we are allowing the wire to rotate in the other side, other end. We call this as shear stress. So your shear stress by shear strain is nothing but your rigidity modulus. We are interested in finding out the rigidity modulus of the wire. So for this, we need to know the radius of the wire. We need the formula we need to find out the radius of the wire. So what we are going to see today is we are going to see how to find out the rigidity modulus of the wire using torsional pendulum. This is a torsional pendulum. Here a wire is suspended, a disc is at the bottom of the wire, a disc is connected. So we are going to give a torsional oscillation. How we are going to give the torsional oscillation is, we are going to give one force to my right hand will be force will be given in this direction. Left hand I will give, I have to, if I want to give a torsional pendulum, I have to move it in the other direction. Even if I want to give a movement, torsional movement here, this finger, the thumb finger has to go down and this finger has to go up. Then only it will go for a oscillation. Two equal and opposite forces we are giving. So once you rotate, it will go for a torsional oscillation. So once you rotate it, we give a force one in this direction and this direction, opposite forces, it will go for a torsional oscillation. Now the what is a pendulum? So whenever the oscillation, what we are subjected, it maintains the relation such that angular acceleration is directly proportional to angular displacement. We call it as torsional pendulum. We call it as pendulum. Since it is going for a torsional oscillation, we call this as torsional pendulum. Now, first we will see how to determine the thickness of the wire. Okay, so for that we need the screw gauge. So what are the apparatus required for this torsional pendulum is torsional pendulum. Two equal masses. It may be any masses. 50 or 100, 200, whatever it is. Now we are taking 50 grams. A stopwatch to measure the time period. We have to find out the length of the wire. For that we need a scale. And a screw gauge to determine the radius of the wire. These are the apparatus we require for the torsional pendulum. Now, first we will see what is a screw gauge. A screw gauge operates in the principle of screw and nut. So all of you know what is a screw. Screw means there will be a end where there will be a pitch will be there and the head scale is there. Here this is the screw and this is the nut. The screw, whatever we are giving, is read as pitch scale reading, and the nut when it rotates we call it as head scale. So this is your pitch scale reading. So whatever we are seeing here is the pitch scale reading, and whatever the reading here we call it as head scale or head scale reading. This is a pitch scale. It's a division. Pitch scale reading. This is your pitch scale reading, and this is your head scale coincidence. We call it as coincidence. Now, before you operate a screw gauge, we should know zero error, whether there is any error in the instrument. So, suppose if the instrument shows, so you just close this end. Once you get a small sound, you stop it. At this time, you have to check. Suppose if it is showing the pitch scale marking and the head scale 0 coincides exactly, then there is no error in the screw gauge. We can use it. But if you see here in this particular screw gauge, we have an error of the reading is showing the pitch scale marking 0 is showing is pointing at 90. So it is having some error. There are two types of error. We call it as negative error and positive error. Suppose in this case it is showing 90, so it is negative error. The head scale 0 is above the pitch scale reading. Suppose if the reading is such that the 0 of the head scale is below the pitch scale reading, then we call it as positive error. So now it is showing 10, the error is positive. So actually in this screw gauge we have an error of negative. That is, it is showing 10. The error is the head scale 0 is above the pitch scale reading. So it is showing 10 division below. So we call it as negative error, and we have to note this as 10 division. 0 error is 10. So what is 0 error correction is, suppose since it is a negative error, we have to put positive correction. So 0 error is 10 into least count. Least count is 0.01 millimeter. So the 0 error correction is 0.10 millimeter. Okay, clear? So the 0 error is negative. If the 0 error is negative, then we have to go for positive correction. Suppose if the 0 error is positive, then the 0 error correction will be negative. If there is no error, then we no need of these things. Okay. Now our first aim is we have to find out the thickness of the wire. For that, take the screw gauge, keep the two arms in between the wire. So it is kept there. Don't tight it more. Tight gently so that it will just touches the wire. So now if you see, this is your pitch scale reading, this is your head scale reading. The pitch scale, when it completes one rotation, it will show one reading, but it does not cross any reading. So once it crosses this 100, it will show 1. Then we have to take 1, but it is not cross 100, it is below 100. It is here, the pitch is showing 0. The head scale is showing 50. So we have to take the reading, pitch scale as 0, head scale as 50. So what is the observed reading is, pitch scale is 0, head scale is 50 into least count is 0.01. So the value will become 0 plus 0.50, or the value is 0.50 millimeter. So what is the correct reading? Because there is an error in this in the screw gauge. So the error correction has to be put. That is what we are doing now. So the correct reading is observed reading. The observed reading is 0.5 millimeter plus the 0 error correction is 0.10 millimeter. So this is millimeter. So if you see pitch scale, it is in millimeter. The head scale is in division. Okay. Here the value will become 0.60 millimeter. This is the thickness of the wire, or it is the diameter of the wire. So the diameter of the wire is found to be 0.60 millimeter. So what will be the radius? It is halfway. Suppose if the wire is there This is your diameter. The radius is half, right? So this is the radius. So radius means 0.30 millimeter. So we have determined the radius of the wire as 0.3 millimeter.